Unfortunate turn of events for Big. We have Searson, Tabson, and Favin all in the red at the current moment. Keto at the top of that list. So it's just not the Big you would expect. It's not the formula that's meant to work, but it has gotten them down to this B site with a bomb plant. So pistol, T-side, nuke. Very important. By the looks of things, partly secured. Got a Liege inside of the vents. We've got Nav back over towards Decon. And then Nitro and OC, the other two remaining players for Liquid, are going to attempt this ramp retake. Tabson pressed close means Keto, at this distance, should serve up that distraction and potentially serve up kills. 2 to the favor of Big, make it a third. Keto is gonna keep this clean. Keto, as said, highest rated player for Big and impact out the gate.
Yeah, I mean, Keto is probably looking around like, why is it me? You know, it's great that Keto's doing this, but you know, I talked to Tabson on Overtime the other day, and he said that, like, when I asked him, like, who are the 3 players on your team that you consider core, that you are supposed to be your second and third best fragger, he put himself up there. He says he has to have a lot of responsibility. Said Searson, of course, as the opper.
That was the one time. The one time. They just came through, start picking up event wins. But here we go. Guns up, Team Liquid. Time to start the game.
Yeah. Don't know if this gap was forced by a molly, but this is a little bit of a tell for Liquid.
Oh, tough Nitro. Players very quickly coming out of the hut. Yakinder tries to get between them. Nice push. The A1S gets away from him. Heaven player dead after 1. Nav tried his damnedest to recover some of that, and Tabson will pick up that bomb. So OC has to come out from Heaven and somehow strip this away from Big. Liege still floating outdoors. We're gonna get the paint can smoke. Searson, I love the active play here. Will you ever anticipate this flank in from hell? Crazy thing, it's gonna have to be done with a sniper. So Searson, if he sees some skin, he's got him. No scope off the ladder, not needed. Tabson picks up the frag, and then a Liege. That's his ticket out of there. So we've got the 4-0 T-side start.
That is a cool thing about Nuke and the trouble as well. Slow retakes means really powerful flanks on this map that are entirely possible from the regular post-plant positions. Like, let's take another map where it's a little bit less easy. Mirage, if you're going to, flank through, sit on A ramp and then rotate around through mid, that takes a lot more time than coming in from a lobby, which is a very natural spot to be, and then just flanking around through Heaven, especially if you have teammates alive. And back in the day, Yakinder gets 2 in that position. Probably pretty frustrated, actually, that that first player was completely smoke blind and he couldn't transfer onto the second. And Big, I don't know if they missed their smoke on purpose to keep a player maybe playing mini, watching outside so they could hit upper, but they win nonetheless.
Ooh, Crimbo real quick. Down through vents and an open B site. If he doubles this back around secret, an OC very well get caught off, but he's also on the fallback into the depths of CT spawn. They'll double up towards ramp into Liege and Naf. Actually get active. Love that. Round like this, limited weapons as they are. Ready for the lobby crunch. They want to try and come in here, but all they're going to get is information. No kills. All of Big have crossed behind these smokes.
Done well to do so. No one up close. Instantaneously in a walking. Naf lies suspicious. Liege looks like he is too.
Makes sense, right? They've at least pieced it together. It's just a matter of pulling off the unthinkable with lesser guns.
And, you know, Naf gets into a spot where it almost doesn't matter what gun he is. He has a pretty good angle to get 1 kill, but did he drop off, actually?
Looks like it.
Oh, yeah. He's playing to open the door, so sometimes when they cross to control, you can open the door or just barrel stuff someone who opens it in front of you.
It'll allow a Liege. Oh, Searson just gets shredded by the 5-7 pushing in. Liege doesn't need to worry about the windows because the MP9 from ramp was meant to stop that. The smoke grenade causes Nitro to have to extend out for the trades, but the SMG still tear them up. Team Liquid, an excellent job of corralling these kills, one after another, and then OC connects off the scout. So Liquid, the right pieces in the right places because of that active lobby play, and then rotation down to B.
It was a great use of material there because it looked like Liege was going to hang out at ramp while Nafly was the guy committed to the site. Well, Nafly went a layer deep and got down in front of control, and then Liege also moved into a very committed spot. So Liquid were quite right about the fact that the run across outside. Well, the smokes actually meant they were running across outside, even though they didn't have an audio cue, and they took full advantage of that situation. So that's well done on low guns. We are looking for growing pains on this map, even though Liquid are clearly planning to bring this into the pool, wanting to play it last time versus OG, getting a chance to play it in the match before, and now picking it again. We'll see how Scribs have went.
Over top of the smoke. Did look at him pretty quick to fall away from this forward outer hold. Big seemingly consistent in this creep. Now normally there's that wall of smokes up, right? They've been using that every time. They're gonna do this without them? OC's sitting back, comfortable angle. Searson's inside that pack of players, so anticipate some kind of a counter pick attempt. First one sent forward. Now that op's gonna hold it slowly as everybody else goes running downwards. 40 seconds, and now they're just running this down to B, trying to just jump on that timing, anticipating that the rotate hasn't happened yet. But Naf, off of the rafters, gets one, falls away, sections these fights off individually, but still can only win the first one, and the smoke will cover that bomb plant if they choose to. Flash deep. Tabson's hands busy, Favin moves forward. Good footwork. Getting into this corner, and sure enough, because Big Pounce, last time think about how we had a Liege, we had Naf, we had that quick play down vent as well to get into decon. This time, Liquid nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Liquid are going to go for this, even though they're all in really strong spots. It's 4v4, but okay, they get a kill here.
That could help. Turns the Opera away, but then that flash grenade just stuns them for an extra second. Here comes the util, trying to push it forward. Favin, Khalil, traded quick. Tabson comes up, base of the ramp, still his, and they're gonna try to split it both sides. You can get all the damage you want, you're not getting this retake, Liquid. 5 to Big.
Yeah, and it's not that they didn't have a okay spot to go for the retake, but in new HCS, sometimes you see teams even pull away from situations like that. Well, Liquid there, so the reason why Nuke is such a litmus test, in my opinion, for all the best operas of all time, it's because they've all had these insanely strong years on this map, specifically their CT sides, the rotations. And the thing about the rotations is they're hard because of the verticality and the stack sites on Nuke, the vent rotation, secret, these kinds of things. But we see it's also mostly just punishing on the smallest timings. Like right there, Nafly makes the right move. He gets into the site, but his teammate behind him at OC can't help him in that outpost setup with the op on ramp and could have got a lot out of that round. And Yakinder was in mini and heard that.
This one's fast though. Favin, damn, not gonna respect that hold. Luckily for Liquid, Elige and Nitro come back, and there's a utility kill to start that. A second versus Searson. Looks like he just found him through the mini smoke, cut him off as he tried to exit Squeaky. We'll have to play that one back, see how did Elige get a multi-kill in this situation, and see whether or not that's enough to just make this retake happen. You know they wanted the last one, didn't pull the trigger. Here comes Tabson, again, could be essential. And they're gonna walk right into that crosshair. Tracks Elige, but that second peek, that's gonna keep this going. Favin pinned in the backside, flash turned, all good. OC still hesitant, more utility, and the headshot's clean against the Opper, so now it's a desperate sprint from Naf. There's just enough time. Favin rounds the corner and clutches 1v2.
Played with confidence, Favin, pushing out just as that first tap comes down, not giving Nafly any time to get in there. Now, OC peeks out of heaven, bombs planted front sight, so you think, oh, why don't you wait for Nafly? But they're assuming the post plant from Favin is from somewhere else. Takes a good risk, even if it's only a small one. Of course, Big a 6. The ult is almost serviceable from this position. It absolutely was, in fact. 3v2 as that bomb got planted.
Yeah, man. Nice to see Big a little fired up here. Feels like it's the best start they've had. In a critical game. I see Mac 10's Mo.
Yeah, getting so much value on the outside cross plays as well. No forward aggressive setups outside early on. That's obviously an easy counter. And sometimes, again, it's not about the kills. It's just about the cues. That ramp rotation has been key. I think Nafly's been doing a splendid job. the teammates around him. Somehow, he's the one doing that farthest away from the information outside.
Love the play. Love the call. Double Mac 10 push straight to the B site. Elige. Ooh, nicely done. For him to get 2 kills there, recovers those initial ones. And Favin's also wounded. So we get Favin going down the vent. Now, bomb is planted front site. He could go all the way around a secret. And this could be the perfect late play. Think back 1 round. Elige, impact through mini. Well, Favin has his back turned.
Yeah, they took out the vent player so early. This is such a cerebral move from Favin.
But
he could still get out of there, though.
Takes the further fight. That's just going to interrupt Elige, who was about to try and get that mini retake rolling. Naf, however, has HUD. He'll peel Keto off that back site. Then the vent player does come back up. Naf, 10-second stick. Already 5 seconds there. Falls on Favin. Gets the got him and second.
Oh my god.
1 bullet to the head of Naf. Elige there to give cover. But Favin, that is clean.
That's nasty, man.
Slow that one down for the replay.
Yeah, that's...
Is that the last bullet he shot before he died?
Felt frame perfect. Oh, that's upsetting for Liquid. What a crazy transfer.
Yeah, earned grin. You see him even check the kill feed like, did I? Take a bow, good sir. 12th kill for Favin. Off the nade. Down goes Yakinder. Our desk just bringing up the fact that Favin struggling immensely in this event.
And again, before Crimbo joined the team, the player to talk about from Germany to join the roster. And it was almost before he could even blossom, overshadowed by the fact that they brought in Crimbo, who once again was the player in Germany that they were waiting to talk about grabbing and securing them both. It was like, okay, maybe now it's going to be the Crimbo show. But clearly Favin has the chops as well.
That one gets away from him, but Searson, nice transfer off the Mac 10, gets that clean headshot. You'd think Nap could have traded. Nade's good. Finds him, and Nitro, hello, a headshot to Tabson. So Liquid throw a wrench in the works. We've got a 1v1, and Nitro, crosshair in the right place, but Keto quicker on the trigger.
He even got the jiggle information. Not sure if Keto even saw him right before he jiggled. So Nitro's confidence peaked for just that moment, but another clutch one for Big. Yeah, he didn't even see him. Just ready for it. Nice! Oh. Tabson's got some teammates today.
That's what he needs. Triple Mac 10. Last time this was when they threw into that hut rush. The one that comes down to the 1v1. Naf, lots of bodies towards that ramp. Good amount of damage. Kills one of the SMG, tags the other 2. They could leave somebody to float back on ramp as smoke is deployed towards Decon. And Nitro knows better than to run through that.
Yeah, it almost, yeah.
Dude, Big have got pace to them tonight.
I like it. I mean, they're putting pressure on the communication as much as possible. Here, brand new team on Nuke. Let me show you the ropes.
Y'all want a 7-map pool? Flash towards control, taps in. Doors open, close. Mac 10s making mincemeat of these CTs. I mean, there's nothing here for Liquid. In fact, they can't even leave. They want to, but that bomb's gonna pop. And Yakinder hoping to survive it. Cross your fingers, bud. Ooh. Oh, what? Okay, I forgot about that.
That barely did any damage. I wasn't sure either.
Maybe we're,
how much damage it would do, but
maybe bomb was planted control side. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's the thing, you know. Maybe they did a lot of good talking about what to do in protocols, but executing really fast on those protocols is a different story. And also, Nuke has the most punishing rotations, and that's why even though the rotation can be clear, you don't. If you ever fall for a fake, you lose the round. It's so hard to retake back up to this upper site. So if they think that Big are trying to run something different. And now I think with the conditioning that Big have employed here, they've shown Liquid they're willing, you know, with no inhibitions to run across outside, take lower as quickly as possible, commit to the first choke point that they grab. Now Liquid have to be aware of the fact, well, a fake could be coming at any moment, but they will look like a fool if they continue to have laggy rotations come down to support the lower players. And so far, again, to hammer this home, Nafly is the only person who I've seen just kind of believe in the moment. But he is also a looser piece at ramp, but you still need to have someone come and take over control of it or help you rotating down as well. The one round Liquid won, they had 2 good rotations lower. Nafly to the control door and a Liege right behind him in the site as well. We're seeing no success in the retakes.
No real success out of Yakinder.
Yeah, and Yakinder in his career, like not on Liquid obviously, but in his career, has played a solid amount of Nuke, but didn't play it on Outsiders. It's been some time.
Is there anything that jumps off the page that can kind of explain Yakinder's struggles at the start of this year? Are we just thinking losing duels?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he had a largely confidence-based playstyle. I've asked him that. He's confirmed it. And, well, that's a lot to, you know, put on one element to your game. But, of course, he's got more than that. I don't think this is the fall of Yakinder by any means, being this early. But it is weird because he's a guy who just stays consistent for so long.
Well, another one that had a bit of a chance, but the 1v. Nitro's job won't be easy in round 13. Triple nades. Down to 47 health.
Really curious now to see if this goes outside again. What kind of responses we're going to get. And man, there's just been such a lack of presence outside. At least we're pasting Secret in now to the CT playbook, but no one's been aggressive on the red cross. Top of big garage, playing up close on red. Oh,
Found out.
I just walked up on him. That's how much confidence they have here.
So Keto continuing the trend at groups. Clean impact. OCC's 2. Smoke comes at him. Weird amount of pressure, right? That smoke in front of you, there could be 4 players ready to pounce.
Just trying to make him paranoid.
Sitting around on the railings, though. Yakinder, oh, pressed in, not alone. Taps in, high alert now. And of course, Crimbo gets away from the nade. Favin doesn't waste a second, gets out onto that A site, and with Naf up above him, you wonder how the hell he got that deep. How did he get away with that kill? The other CT thinks he can retreat, but wrong. And now OC's gonna have to go massive, at least dropping bomb to start. They've got 20 seconds, and it sits in the no man's land. He decides to commit, falls down.
Here's the right move. The bomb's out in the open. He can get a secret. He has a chance of winning this. Damage in.
Big shot, 6 seconds, needs to get them. He could get chased. Oh, sure enough, Keto closes that gap just as OC's about to check his left because there was no peek to the right. It's already the last player slicing through.
It was a nice attempt there, and it was the right move. Kind of synthesized the situation correctly, but Keto, great map, man. It's 14 and 6. Again, great groups here for Big. And it's nice to see that not only is that trend continuing, that Keto is topping the board or near the top of the board, but this time his team is also winning. Yeah, there was a real effort there from OC.
I think a little, insult to the injury. In fact, he hits that first shot on Searson, but it's through the blue box. He doesn't go down. He's got to hit him twice.
Yep.
Would have been way more prepared for that last duel had the first shot killed him, but that's CS. Misery loves company. And this is a miserable Team Liquid. Naf pops up.
Okay. Now,
Flips his ramp box.
They snuck. Oh, okay. But yeah, there's another calm hole here. Oh my god, he still wins.
No, wait, and
he
the
doesn't
third.
stop winning.
If there's one saving grace for Liquid, it looks to be Naf. 12, 13, and 14 all queued up off the FAMAS. First one clean, bails down, drops to the B site. Something that Liquid can be proud of.
Here's another round where a timing isn't called, okay? The smoke or whatever comes out squeaky, and Crimbo sneaks down, the first person to do that in this whole half. And Nafly relies on that communication as well. Again, it's about corroborating all of these details to your ramp player to make informed decisions. And again, Nafly makes the right choice and avoids disaster because of his mechanics, but also gets the ramp hold, also comes back and stops the attack from coming on further. All this with no rotations and no help whatsoever.
But of course, if that happens in round 6 and then you get some more buys behind it, Liquid will be a little more invigorated, but congrats. Your second CT round, 14 deep. I want to see this second one. Just because he does kind of come around the corner, jumping and turning. He's like pirouetting. Poor Crimbo. Can't help but laugh. Yeah. Oh, God, oh no.
He wants every single round.
Oh, no. So, Nafly remaining the consistency of Team Liquid.
Yeah.
But that's the unfortunate consistency for here. It's that it's Naf at the top, nobody else alongside him. I mean, hell, even Nitro, again, throughout this event, overperformed. He's been in the green. But Nitro should not be your second highest fragger. Big, of course, end this half with a 13th round win. They can write it off. Let that be Naf's moment.
Finally, some disrespect while they're crossing.
An actual challenge. There's a little gap there. Mage keeps an eye on it. Oh, but Tabson sniffs him out. Searson catches OC at a further distance. Yakinder's going to get the kill in towards lobby. But now this three-player pack, they could just go ahead and burst onto B. You'd think there might not be much there, but...
Look who made the right move again.
Naf's already downstairs. He's been the thorn in their side at the B site. And of course, the other possibility is that they kept walking outside, so Yakinder has to go towards hell.
And again, it's about how early you can commit. So you can cross control door and control window, which can be opened, you know, if they're walking out at any time.
Naf still up and above. Drops bomb. Trade from Tabson. Clean. Tabson wants everyone he can. And Searson with the ultra late lurk outside. Tabson comes off that bomb so that Yakinder can't just stick it and force Searson to sprint over. And guess what? They don't need that bomb. They've got every kill they could possibly hope for. 13-2.
Trying to just put so much pressure on the communication. They got away with all that. Now they get CT side to look forward to.
Sure.
Just don't fumble the bag is basically the call at this point.
Don't do it, Big. Don't choke this. Got a good amount of util coming out of Liquid here. Molly included for the hut, so good thing Crimbo already moved. Lets him be a little more comfortable. Those Berettas intimidate Yakinder. He falls back, and as he tries to re-engage, it's the Berettas to shred them. Second pistol, Big. Meet you on Anubis.
Yeah, the cheese is great, but it's either going to be a massive wake-up call or make them rethink their strategy of even trying to bring it in at this point.
So force buy from now until the end of time.
What was that?
Little pea shooter.
Okay. Thought it was a para. Parodies.
Got him. And honestly, Big have got us. Team Liquid and North America down bad. But that's okay, it's Nuke. We've got Anubis after this. And if you guys weren't joining us earlier this week, of course, Complexity tried to pick Anubis versus Liquid.
They got tossed up.
And Team Liquid looked good. So there's definitely still some life in this series.
Gob is feeling really good about Big's Anubis.
Oh, yeah?
On record saying they think, yeah, they've
in which case, that could be
crafted really well. So that'll be a very interesting match.
Sign me up. I feel like Big always good for like utility plays and whatnot, so you could get some real interesting knowledge out of that. Searson is gonna lose a teammate, tries to keep it clean, but the Tech-9s have managed to burst through. Nicely done from Liquid. The spacing looked good. Keto with the double, and Crimbo from above.